Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we will discuss about the most important nursing MCQ for the upcoming NORCET exam and the other exam. Let's start. A patient presents with the crushing chest pain radiating to the left arm. The most specific cardiac enzyme to diagnose myocardial infarction is option A creatinine kinase MB, option B troponin I, option C lactate dehydrogenase, option D myoglobin. The answer is option B troponin I, because troponin I and also troponin T are the highly specific and its remained elevated for the 7 to 14 days make them the most reliable markers. So the answer is option B. Next, in shock, the earliest clinical manifestation is option A low blood pressure, option B tachycardia, option C oliguria, option D loss of consciousness. The answer is option B tachycardia, because compensatory tachycardia is the earliest sign as the body attempts to maintain the cardiac output. So the answer is option B. Next, which ECG finding is characteristic of the ventricular tachycardia? Option A white QRS complex, option B peak T wave, option C ST elevation, option D prolonged PR interval. The answer is option A white QRS complex, because VT2 ventricular tachycardia shows the broad basal QRS complex less greater than 0.12 seconds as a rate of hundreds up to hundreds per beats per minute, rate up to more than 100 beats per minute. So the answer is option A. Next, the most common complication of long-standing hypertension is option A pulmonary embolism, option B heart failure, option C stroke, option D pericarditis. The answer is option C stroke, because hypertension is the leading cause of cerebrovascular accidents. So the answer is option C. Next, a patient with COPD is most likely to develop option A respiratory alkalosis, option B respiratory acidosis, option C metabolic acidosis, option D metabolic alkalosis. The answer is option B respiratory alkalosis, because CO2 retention due to hypoventilation leads to respiratory acidosis. Next, which oxygen delivery device provides the most accurate FiO2? Option A simple face mask, option B nasal cannula, option C venturi mask, option D non-elevator mask. The answer is option C venturi mask is the most accurate provided by the FiO2. Next, in AKI acute kidney infection, most important nursing intervention is option A monitor urine output hourly, option B encourage fluid intake, option C administer high protein diet, option D give nephrotoxic drug cautiously. The answer is option A monitor urine output hourly, because urine output is the most sensitive indicator of the renal failure. Next, a patient with metabolic acidosis due to diabetes ketoacidosis is expected to show option A slow shallow breathing, option B Kussmaul respiration, option C chain stroke breathing, option D Bitos breathing. The answer is option B Kussmaul respirations, because deep rapid breathing occurs as the compensation to eliminate the excess CO2. So the answer is option B. Next, which electrolyte imbalance increases the risk of cardiac arrest? Option A, hypokalemia. Option B, hyperkalemia. Option C, hyponatremia. Option D, hypocalcemia. The answer is option B, hyperkalemia, because hyperkalemia leads to peaked the T wave and widened the QRS complex and can cause the cardiac arrest. So the answer is option B. Next, which sign is most specific for the hypocalcemia? Option A, Chauvet signs. Option B, Trouser signs. Option C, muscle cramp. Option D, tetany. The answer is option B, Trouser sign. Next, the classical triad of myocardial infarction is option A, chest pain, syncope, cyanosis. Option B, chest pain, sweating, dyspnea. Option C, palpitation, headache, dizziness. Option D, cough, fever and tachypnea. The answer is option B, chest pain, sweating and dyspnea, because crushing chest pain, profuse sweating and the shortness of breath are the hallmark sign of the myocardial infarction. So the answer is option B. Next, the most life-threatening complication of atrial fibrillation is option A, heart block. Option B, stroke. Option C, heart failure. Option D, hypotension. The answer is option B, stroke, because atrial fibrillation predisposes to the thrombus formation leading to embolic stroke. Next, which drug is used as the first line treatment in acute anaphylaxis? Option A, atropine. Option B, epinephrine. Option C, hydrocortisone. Option D, diphenhydramine. The answer is option B, epinephrine. We have to give the epinephrine 0.3 to 0.5 mg in IV. Next, which ECG finding is seen in the hyperkalemia? Option A, ST depression. Option B, peaked T wave. Option C, U wave. Option D, prolonged QT interval. The answer is option B, peaked T wave, because tall tented T wave are the earliest sign of hyperkalemia. Next, in left side heart failure, the most common symptom is option A, peripheral edema. Option B, jugular venous distension. Option C, pulmonary congestion. Option D, hepatomegaly. The answer is option C, pulmonary congestion, because blood backs up into the lungs, causing the crackles, dyspnea and the orthopnea. So the answer is option C, pulmonary congestion. Next, a patient with head injury has clear fluid leaking from the nose. The best nursing action is option A, suction the nasal passage. Option B, pack the nostril with the gauze. Option C, test fluid for the glucose. Option D, insert nasogastric tube. The answer is option B, pack the nostril with the gauze. No, the answer is option C, test fluid for the glucose, because CSF leak is the confirmed by the glucose positive nasal discharge. So the answer is option C. Next, the normal duration of pregnancy is option A, 36 weeks. Option B, 38 weeks. Option C, 40 weeks. Option D, 42 weeks. The answer is option C, 40 weeks, because normal gestation is about the 28 days from the last menstrual period. So the answer is option C. Next, Which hormone is responsible for maintaining pregnancy during the first trimester? Option A, progesterone. Option B, estrogen. Option C, human chorionic gonadotropin HCG. Option D, prolactin. The answer is option C, human chorionic gonadotropin HCG. Next, a pregnant woman at 36 weeks present with the painless vaginal bleeding. The most likely diagnosis is option A, placenta previa. Option B, apropesio placenta. Option C, vasa previa. Option D, uterine rupture. The answer is option A, placenta previa, because painless bright red vaginal bleeding in late pregnancy is a typical sign of the placenta previa. Next, the most common cause of postpartum hemorrhage is option A, cervical tear. Option B, retained placenta. Option C, uterine atony. Option D, uterine inversion. The answer is option C, uterine atony. Next, the best position for a pregnant woman with the supine hypotension is option A, supine with head elevated. Option B, right lateral. Option C, left lateral. Option D, sitting upright. The answer is option C, left lateral. Left lateral position relieves the pressure of the gravid uterus on the inferior vena cava. So the answer is option C. Next, in eclampsia, the drug of choice to prevent the seizure is option A, diazepam. Option B, magnesium sulfate. Option C, phenytoin. Option D, midazolam. The answer is option B, magnesium sulfate, because MgSO4 is the gold standard for the seizure control and the prevention in the eclampsia. So the answer is option B. Next, fetal heart sound can be detected earliest by Doppler at option A, 8 weeks. Option B, 10 weeks. Option C, 12 weeks. Option D, 16 weeks. The answer is option B, 10 weeks. Doppler can detect FSH, fetal heart sound, around the 10 weeks by stethoscope around stethoscope 18 to 20 weeks. So the answer is option B. Next, the normal range of amniotic fluid index is option A, 5 to 10 centimeter. Option B, 8 to 18. Option C, 20 to 25. Option D, greater than 25. The answer is AFI, between 8 to 18 centimeters. So the answer is option C. Next, which maneuver is used in shoulder dystocia management? It's a very important question. So many times asked by the NORSET. Crates maneuver. Option B, Mac-Roberts maneuver. Option C, Ritang's maneuver. Option D, Peanuts maneuver. The answer is option B, MC Roberts maneuver. Next, in lactating women, the most reliable method to contraception is option A, condom. Option B, lactational amenorrhea. Option C, copper T IUD. Option D, progesterone only pill. The answer is option C, copper T IUD. Next, which hormone is primarily responsible for milk ejection reflex? Option A, prolactin. Option B, oxytocin. Option C, estrogen. Option D, progesterone. The answer is option B, oxytocin. Next, the normal fetal heart rate is option A, 100 to 120 beats per minute. Option B, 120 to 160. Option C, 160 to 200. Option D 80 to 100. The answer is option B 120 to 160 beats per minute. Next, which condition is an absolute contraindication for the vaginal delivery? Option A breech presentation. Option B placenta previa totals. Option C previous C-section. Option D oligohydramnios. The answer is option B placenta previa. When placenta previa completely occurs, then complete always requires the cesarean section. So the answer is option B. Next, which of the following is not an presumptive sign of the pregnancy? Option A amenorrhea. Option B breast changes. Option C Chadwick signs. Option D nausea and vomiting. The answer is option C. Chadwick sign, known as the bluish discolorations of the cervix, is a probably sign, not the presumptive sign. So the answer is option C. Next, in normal labor, the strongest uterine contraction occurs during option A first stage, option B second stage, option C third stage, option D fourth stage. The answer is option B second stage. Next, which IV fluids is contraindicated in cerebral edema? Option A 0.9% normal saline. Option B 3% saline. Contraindicated, they told. Option C 5% dextrose. Option D Ringer's lactate. The answer is option C. 5% dextrose is contraindicated in the cerebral edema because dextrose solutions worsens the cerebral edema by increasing the ICP. Next, the hallmark features of tensor pneumothorax is option A tracheal deviation to opposite side, option B bilateral crackles, option C dullness on the percussion, option D increase the breath sound. The answer is option A tracheal deviation to opposite side. Option A is the correct answer because air under pressure shifts the mediastinum away from the affected side. Next, which is the earliest sign of hypovolemic shock? Option A hypotension, option B restlessness, option C cold clammy skin, option D oliguria. The answer is option B restlessness. Next, which acid base imbalance is most common in diarrhea? Option A metabolic alkalosis, option B metabolic acidosis, option C respiratory acidosis, option D respiratory alkalosis. The answer is option B metabolic acidosis because loss of bicarbonate rich intestinal fluid causes the metabolic acidosis. So the answer is option B. Next, in burns, the rule of 9 is used for option A pain assessment, option B fluid resuscitation, option C depth of the burn, option D infection control. The answer is option B fluid resuscitation. Next, which is the drug of choice for the ventricular fibrillation? Option A atropine, option B lidocaine, option C amiodarone, option D digoxin. The answer is option C amiodarone. Amiodarone is the recommended after the defibrillation in the ventricular fibrillation or the ventricular tachycardia. So the answer is option C. Next, which position should a patient with shock be placed? Option A high fowlers, option B supine with leg elevated, option C left lateral, option D pond position. The answer is option B supine with the leg elevated. Next, the first step in basic life support. Option A open airway, option B check responsiveness. Option C, give rescue. Option D, start the chest compression. At first we have to check the responsiveness. Option B is the correct answer. CAB, circulation, airway and the breathing. Check response also, it's coming in the C. Next, in peritoneal dialysis, a common complication is option A, hyperkalemia, option B, peritonitis, option C, pulmonary edema, option D, seizure. The answer is option B, peritonitis, because infection is the most frequent complication indicated by the cloudy effluent. Next, which blood gas finding is typical of the COPD exacerbations? The answer is, the option is option A, increase the pH, decrease the PCO2. Option B, decrease the pH, increase the PO2. Option C, increase the pH, increase the HCO3. Option D, decrease the pH and decrease the HCO3. The answer is option B, decrease the pH and increase the PaCO2. Next, which is the most common site for the deep vein thrombosis? Option A, femoral vein. Option B, popliteal vein. Option C, calf vein. Option D, iliac vein. The answer is option C, calf vein, because DVT usually begins in the deep veins of the calf. Next, which cardiac marker rises first after the MI? Option A, troponin. Option B, CKMB. Option C, myoglobin. Option D, LDH. The answer is option C, myoglobin rises within the 1 to 3 hours, but it's the non-specifics. Specific is troponin I and troponin T. Troponin I and T. Next, the antidote for the heparin overdose is option A, vitamin K. Option B, protamine sulfate. Option C, FFP. Option D, calcium gluconate. The answer is option B, protamine sulfate. Next, in respiratory alkalosis, the most common cause is option A, hypoventilation. Option B, hyperventilation. Option C, renal failure. Option D, shock. The answer is option B, hyperventilation. Next, the most reliable method to assess the fetal well-being in high-risk pregnancy. Option A, maternal perception of fetal movement. Option B, non-stress test. Option C, biophysical profile. Option D, ultrasonography. The answer is option C, biophysical profile. Thank you everyone. Please like, share and subscribe, and please comment here which topic you want to know. Thank you everyone.